What's going on, guys? We are here for our very first episode of Car Talks. I'm Corbin, and
I'm Kelly.
yeah, we're doing a new thing. With so much time on our hands, we're doing a little experiment. So we're trying to be some content creators, and so we're starting a new thing called Car Talks. So we've gathered a lot of random topics and questions into a jar, and we're just gonna read from those bad boys, and we're just gonna answer them, and hopefully there'll be some funny, interesting things. So yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna shake our little jar here with all these different topics. All right, and Corbin's gonna pick one.
Please be interesting. Okay. In what ways are you most similar to me?
Oh wow. Okay. In what ways am I most similar to you? Okay, so we're both introverts. We both don't like large crowds. We both have a small circle of friends. We're just the same person. I'm just the female version of to be honest, we're the same exact person. Like, especially it's so funny because like our perception of each other before we got together was totally different from what we thought. Like we're not this. Like we're different from what we thought we were. Like we're the same type of person. Like the same person.
Between the two of us, I'm more extroverted. Like between the two of us, I will probably be the person who more readily will talk to people or engage with people. I don't necessarily like big crowds. I'll work with it. You know what I mean? Like it's whatever. Like I can, if I can avoid big crowds, sure. But I also don't mind also being in a big crowd more so than you. But yeah, I think we're both pretty laid back. I think we're both passive, but we're also like we're not like, we don't get overly angered or frustrated about stuff like we feel like is like just at the end of the day is like unconsequential. You know what I mean? Like, but I do feel like we're both in a kind of have the personality where it's like, you know, like, like when you back something into a corner and it's like, oh, now it's really dangerous. Like, I feel like that's kind of how we both are. Where it's like, yeah, like for me, I'm fine. Like words don't really bother me. I'm not an easily offended person. So it's like, I don't really care what people say. There's a lot of things people can say and it really doesn't faze me because like, one, either you don't know what you're saying or it's just like, I don't really care. But like the minute somebody wants to actually touch me, now that's a different story. So, but
So how about how about we tell them like what we thought about each other before we got together? You go first.
I mean, I thought you were. I mean, because you were quiet. You know how quiet people seem. Quiet people always seem like stuck up or like like they only talk to you if they like, yes, I will grace you with my presence type of thing. And it's like, well, when I actually finally got to talk to you and got to know you, you weren't really like that at all. You were just a quiet person. I mean, you still are. But like, you're just a quiet person who I think is a kind person. You know what I mean? So it's like the preconceived notions I had were completely just debunked. Like when we were younger or whatever, you have a certain ideas like maybe like, especially when we first started hanging out, I felt like I always had to do something like really cool to try and like impress you or something. And it's just like, oh wait, I don't have to be extra. Like, I can just be myself, and apparently she likes that, so cool. It works for me.
You thought I was stuck up. You're not the first person that said that. A lot of people have. I don't know. I think it's my facial expressions because, you know, you can be quiet and still have like a pleasant face. Like, you know, you can still be quiet and look like, you know, be approachable. A lot of people say I'm not approachable, like, because my face is always like. But if you get to know me, like, I'm a really nice person. I'm not mean or anything. Like, I'm not stuck up. But a lot of people have told me that they thought I was stuck up before they met me.
Yeah. So what did you think about me?
Let's see. Okay, so I thought you was bougie. Like, you already know. Let me tell y'all, because I'm going to tell y'all a story, right? We went to college days at Oakwood. And, you know, Corbin went to Oakwood. So, you know, we see Corbin walking down the, you know, street. And we walking, and we like, hey, Corbin, what's up? And all we get is a hey. Like, it was like, okay. Like, we met you with this big old, hey, what's up? Like, what's up? And then it's just like a dry hey.
First of all, you know how everybody always likes to make themselves look like the protagonist of their own story. It wasn't, at least from what I remember, I do remember them like audibly being like, "Oh, hey." My response probably was a similar response I give to most people. So if it seemed unenthusiastic, it wasn't intentional. It just like in my mind, I was like, "Oh." In my mind, I'm thinking like, "Oh, there's such and such." I was like, "Oh, hey."
In your mind, but out in person,
so
you was like, "Hey."
So that's what I'm saying though. Like it wasn't as like your experience of that moment. It wasn't necessarily intended to happen that way. You know, because it was cool to see you guys. It really was.
Now we know.
Yeah, it was cool to see.
Now
you guys.
we know it was cool. Then we was like, all right.
And then I was probably headed to class or something, just like focused on trying to get to where I was going because I was probably late anyway.
And plus, like, it was another one. We was actually at Oakwood then, and when Corbin came to college days, we didn't see Corbin at all.
Okay.
We kept asking for Corbin. We was like, where is Corbin? It was like, we don't know. He's somewhere. We was like, dang. Like,
when I came for that college days when you guys were actually there, I wasn't on campus.
Bougie.
How does that make me bougie?
Because you wouldn't even care to come and say hello or anything.
I mean, we were friends then.
we were church family.
Family. Oh my gosh, this is a whole nother conversation.
No, so we wasn't church family.
No, we was church family, but I'm just saying we wasn't friends.
We knew each other. You ain't gotta be.
You knew my face from church.
We knew you,
but
come on now.
But you didn't. I mean, we didn't know nothing about each other except our name and face.
We did. Okay, that's true. But Corbin, I've been to your house before we even started dating.
But I didn't invite you to my house.
Come on now, Corbin. Don't be acting like we were strangers.
No,
now.
I'm just saying, like, when you came to my house,
strangers.
That wasn't my doing.
It was your dad's doing.
Yeah, y'all had your little girls group thing.
Now you're trying to make it seem like we were all just strangers. Come on, Corbin. Come on.
I mean, kind of, sort of.
No, it was not.
A little bit.
And why was that? Because somebody was bougie?
No, we just had different social circles at the time.
But come on. That's the thing.
Even
though,
at church, we had different social circles a little bit.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, you could still be church family. Like, you could still be like, oh, I have some church family here, you know.
I guess at the time, too, I was probably even more, like, just self-conscious or whatever. And perceptions about myself and how other people felt about me or whatnot. So, yeah, I didn't really go out of my way because it's like, I would think, like, you guys would think, like, we don't know like that. Why is he just, like, popping up?
But that's the thing. See, that's why they was like, don't judge a book by its cover. Because we were looking for you. We even asked for you.
I didn't know.
We was like, where's Corbin?
Nobody told me.
We asked Brian, where's Corbin? Because Brian was on that trip.
He was?
Mm-hmm. And we asked him, and he was like, I don't know. So, I'm just saying, like, I thought you was, like, bougie. I thought, I thought you was stuck up a little. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you was stuck up a little because, like, I mean, and then it's like, I think, well, everybody knows why you started hanging around.
Oh gosh.
Everybody knows.
So wait. So okay. So what now?
I already explained.
Okay.
We're the same person.
All right. We are the same person.
We're the same person. I'm just the female version of Corbin. We're the same person. Compatible.
Very.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly.
Surprisingly, yes.
They talk about opposites attract, but I think this is one of those exceptions. It's like,
yeah,
we're not I mean, there's certain
there's some things
where we have differences.
Like he likes video games. I will play it, but I'm not really into it.
I tried. She's terrible.
You gotta let the world know my business.
I mean, there's some games you're actually better. I mean, that time we went to Dave and Buster's, you kept beating me in basketball. I had no idea what was going on. But that was fun though. It was that Connect 4 one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept losing that stupid game. I don't know what was going on.
It's some things that like our movie preferences. We will go to see the same movies, but like I have movies that I like that I know he won't watch. Even though every time I watch a movie, he'd be like, "What you watch?" And I'd be like, "Babe, like you're not gonna care." And he'd be like, "How you know I'm not gonna care?" And then I'll tell him, and he'll be like, "Oh, well, yeah." Like,
I mean, I just want to know. It's a simple question. What you watching?
But yeah, we're very compatible. I always tell everybody this. I'm like, we honestly are the same person. So like our disagreements, like we don't have like disagreements or arguments like that because we agree. Yeah, most of the time. Most of the time we agree on things. Like, yes, we have disagreements on stuff, but at the end of the day, like most of it we agree like on. So we're the same person. Same person. I may say that I think I'm nicer than him though.
Oh no, but you are though. I mean,
Corbin's mean.
I mean, yeah, yeah.
He mean. He'll tell you no in a quick minute. I would think about it and then say yes.
But I do want to say yes to more things.
I'm a yes type girl. Like I know when to say no. That's the thing. And if I feel it's not, if I feel like the Lord is leading me to say yes, then I'm gonna say yes. But if I feel like it's a situation that I should not get into, I'm gonna say no.
I it's the opposite for me. I feel like the Lord just told me, nope, just say no. You don't want to do that. Don't do
it. See, told y'all. Well, we just want to thank you guys for tuning into our very, very first car talk. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever. And there will be more to come. See you later.